Hello, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Toby from Morningwood, and in this video, I am finally going to make a workbench for myself, for the shop, for the first time. First workbench. Let's go. I'm so happy. I'm just gonna make a very simple but sturdy build. I have made a workbench like this before for my dad. Same build, same structure. I went for this build because this is so simple, so sturdy, and really easy to construct. So as you can see, I have laid down the parts, all the pieces. The pieces here are for the frame. So we are just gonna butt joint them together with glue and screws. And always remember, clamps are your best friend. So I got my pipe clamps to assist me. Of course, check for square all of the time so that you know that your project is straight. Now I'm just gonna drill in some pilot holes so that the screws that we're gonna screw in will drive in smoothly. And here, after the pilot holes, I'm just drilling in some 8mm holes so that I can cover these screw holes with some dowels so that it will be a very clean build. The dowels are very optional, you can skip them, but I prefer them so that the build will be clean. So for me, never skip the glue. For me, glue is very important. Even though you have screws, you must glue them so that they will stay in place. If I remember correctly, I think it started raining. As you can see, there are droplets of rain, so I moved in the shed to continue the build. So now that we're in the shed, it's time to continue the build. This frame was pretty heavy. This is about 2x3 and then 5 feet long or 6 feet long, something like that. Now I'm just gonna finish all those holes, all the screws, and then I'm going to screw in the stretchers in the middle. The stretchers in the middle not only give more support and more rigidity to your piece, to the table, but it also keeps the frame square. Since we used a stop block in the beginning of the video where I cut all the pieces, everything should be at the same size so that once screwed in, it will lock in perfectly. This cordless drill, by the way, is my first ever cordless tool, and I always had my doubt on cordless tools being weaker than the corded counterpart. But yeah, in some aspects, this is true. It is a bit weaker than the corded counterpart, but it's very doable. The convenience it brings is so significant. So tumigil na yung ulan and it's safe to work again here in the open space. So now I'm going to attach the legs. Tapos ko na i-attach yung mga stretchers and everything. Okay na yung frame. Yung legs na lang. So, let's go. For the legs, we are going to do the same treatment. Glue and screw. Glue and screw. So, yep, glue and screw. Pilot holes, glue, screw all around. This is going to be very sturdy kahit glue and screw lang. So as you noticed, I did screws from the inside and one from the outside. I did this so that to make sure that it is really sturdy, one from the front and one from the side. By the way, with each video, I'm going to leave the link to every tool and product I use in the description down below. So check it out and happy shopping! And now, a big thanks to our sponsor.
This video is sponsored by Lotus Tools Philippines. Performance delivered.
Now I'm installing stretchers at the bottom of the legs. This will also double as a frame for, I'm gonna put a first floor, let's call it a first floor, for more function and storage. So, I finally finished the frame. The tabletop na lang, which I'm going to use some plywood on the top and on the bottom. So this is basically the frame for legs, stretchers, more stretchers, and this is gonna be very sturdy in itself. Very easy to make, very straightforward, screws and glue, just like that. So let's call it a day for today. It's getting dark. Yes, there's the moon. It's getting dark. I'm gonna continue this tomorrow and see you tomorrow. Bye. Now I'm going to cut the marine plywood to size that will fit perfectly on the frame we made. I'm using marine plywood since it's more durable and resistant against water. And I made a mistake over here. I miscalculated again my measurements. Or joke, I think what happened was I marked my cut line on the wrong side. So since I'm using a straight edge, not a track for the circular saw, I need to account for the base plate of the circular saw. So it's I'm having a bit difficulty explaining, but yeah, I put the cut mark on the wrong side. So yep, I'm gonna measure again, I'm gonna cut again. Always double check where your cut mark is, and yeah, don't be me. Take 2. Okay, so now that's done. The plywood is perfectly flush for the frame. Now I'm going to plug in some dowels on the holes I made for the screws. This will make for a cleaner finish. I'm using 8mm dowels and I'm using a flush trim saw to cut them flush. Now that everything is done, cut flushed, it is time for sanding for a very nice smooth feel and to knock down some of those sharp edges. That will really hurt you if you don't knock them down. Also, this could get rid of some splinters and tear outs, so yep, sanding save lives. So yeah, thank you guys for watching the video. Like, share, and subscribe if I earned it. Do all those beautiful stuff and see you in the next one. Bye!